I am your host with the Locks That Rocks, Adam Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma and the Born and Raised Country Music Festival. And I am surviving with some guys who just lit up the stage. What is up, Wild Blue?
Ow! Yeah. I'm having a good time out here, I tell you what, Adam.
Good, man. Tell me, how is Oklahoma treating you guys?
Well, let's talk to Lyndon first, because you almost didn't survive, right?
Well, I'm surviving, but listen, I didn't have much to eat before I played, and I'm playing the drums, and I'm singing at the same time. The heat picked up, and I saw some stars towards the end of the set. Andy, I had a fan, and Andy took it. Granted, it's his fan, but yeah, it got a little dicey. But I got some water, got me a liquid IV,
some cheese,
got me some cheese, some beef. Andy did tell me to eat. I should have listened. But hey, I survived, born and raised. I'm glad I'm here.
You see what happens when you take your bandmate's #1 fan? I mean, it's just always bad.
Thank you.
Now, were they stars or were they like pasties? I know people get crazy out here.
Yeah.
They were clown faces.
They were clown faces, but they were tasteful.
Clown.
You know, with a little red nose.
How do you know how they taste?
That's a new one. You guys got me. Totally sidelined. I love it, man. And this energy, like this carries on stage. Tell me, how is it you guys are able to stay serious and perform these songs, but you obviously are having a blast and having fun. How do you keep it light but still stay on beat?
Well, these guys keep us on beat pretty good. I mean, Andy's a bass player. All these guys have better timing than I do. They're good at that. They're all funnier than I am.
Come on now.
No, guys. Come on.
No.
No.
I'm going to play some boo sound effects right now.
Long story short, it comes natural to this group of guys to have a good time, man. If you can't have a good time being an independent artist, doing music that you love with your buddies, then you got something wrong with you.
Yeah, I agree. Just staying loose, having fun, because if you're having fun, you're going to play well, and you're going to sing well, and thankfully we all get along. That's a blessing.
Absolutely. Now, tell me a little bit how you guys found each other.
Oh boy. Well, one day, this is Paul, by the way, I got a text from Zane Williams out of nowhere. It said, "Hey man, we should start a band together." And I was a little taken aback because I wasn't expecting that. I was playing with Kevin Fowler at the time, and I was like, well, yeah, Zane is one of the best songwriters I know, and I have to do that. And so I said yes. And then I was like, well, I know the drummer. If we need a singing drummer, because Zane wanted everybody to be a singer in the band. I was like, well, I know the singing drummer. It was Lyndon Hughes.
Yes, indeed. I got a call I just got a random call. Normally I don't answer random calls, but I got a call. I picked it up. I was like, hello, and he was like, hey, is this Lyndon? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, this is Zane Williams. And I was like, hello. I was already a Zane Williams fan. And I just got off the road playing with Roger Krager, and I was full-time in the recording studio at the time. And he sent me Dixie Darlin'. I listened to it. I freaked out, and I was like, I'm your drummer, and I'm in the band now. And it, hadn't even gone through the audition process yet, but I knew this was my gig, playing with, and I knew Paul, and so yeah, it was pretty special. And then we got together. Just the three of us, sang that song, recorded it in the studio for a little demo, and I thought it was magic. And then it's off from there. Yeah.
Was it magic for you guys? Like, was it lightning in a bottle? Like, I nailed it, and then it's like from there, or did you have to like hustle?
There were some hiccups along the road. I don't want to make it sound too easy. So next step, we had Andy playing bass, and we made some demos, the four of us. And then he added banjo and dobro, and his banjo and dobro playing were so good that we decided to move him to that and go find another bass player. We went through 2 different bass players that didn't work out, and it was kind of a low point there for a little while. We still didn't have a bass player, I'd say 3 months before our first gig. We had mostly finished the first record, and we still hadn't found the guy. And then I saw online that Sean Rodriguez had stepped away from the Bree Bagwell gig that he was playing to focus on other projects and rest up for a while. So I gave him a call just praying that the universe would make him want to do something like what we were doing?
That's not exactly how I remember it. I remember driving in the middle of the night, and there was a bright flash of light, and then I woke up on the side of the road to my phone ringing, and it was Zane, and I was like, sure, whatever, wait, take me to a hospital, whatever. No, I'm kidding. No, they scooped me up pretty quick, and yeah, it was fun. That first time together in the room was breathtaking.
Oh.
You know.
Ooh. So you guys have found each other now. You've got lightning in a bottle. You guys are feeling good. You've got the chemistry. Tell me about playing in that heat on that Born and Raised stage today.
Well, it felt good. We did a 45-minute set. A lot of folks out there that are probably hearing us for the first time. So, I mean, we always give it 100%, but extra because we're making new fans today. I don't think we've really played much in Oklahoma yet as a band.
Been a whole lot.
So, and it's good to see some of our friends side stage, you know, from the Cody Johnson band, and some of Wade Bowen's guys were hanging out. We know all those guys. We've all been in this Texas music scene for a while. Just the Wilder Blue has only been a thing for, 4.5 years now, and half of that was canceled because of COVID. Old Dudes, Young Band. Yeah, I like that.
Middle-aged dudes, please. Middle-aged dudes, young band.
So with that being said, folks, now you've hooked them all. You've got a ravenous audience that loved what they saw today. What are you most excited about to show them? And your music, what do you guys got going on right now?
I mean, we just have the next record coming out. We're very excited. It's different, but it's some of the same for us. I mean, a lot of harmonies, instrumental stuff, thoughtful arrangements, great songwriting by Zane. It's just a new, different approach to the same band, I think, in a sense.
Yeah, I think probably our strongest thing is our harmonies. That's what Zane's idea of starting the band was for it to be a harmony band. So we hope to go out there and do that one thing that not a lot of people do right now, which is that we all sing and we all can, do it pretty good, I guess. I don't know.
Good enough they had you here, so I mean it can't be all that bad. So now you mentioned writing. Now you guys are all doing harmony, but you're also how does that work for you? What all do you all bring, or do we have an established writer in the band, or how does that work for you all?
Well, we all have a lot of different multi-talented things that we bring, and basically whatever anybody brings to the table, this band, we use it, and that was my goal, was to find 5 people that are exceptional, and then whatever the 5 of us sound like together is what it is. So I end up writing a lot of the songs. That's sort of my forte. Paul writes some of the songs. We've written a few as a band, and we're interested in doing more of that in the future. And then Lyndon does a lot of studio stuff, so he mixes the records and does a lot of the engineering while we're in the studio, because that's what he is trained for and has experience with. And then Andy plays every instrument known to man, and then Sean brings the funky hat style to the next level, amongst other things. But so it's kind of like whatever. Definitely, if anybody has an idea, it's fair game. This is a team effort. Whatever we do is a team effort.
I like that. Now, I'm more from the rock and roll side of things, but one thing I love about country musicians and this genre as a whole is it's always more about the story and telling a story and sharing, stories with the world, whether it's personal or just something rattling around in your head. Do you got any real big story songs that you guys? I'm going to take y'all on an adventure.
Most every song is a story song in some form or another.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. Zane is a master of spinning yarns.
Yeah, Paul
wrote
has one of the best story songs called "Excuse Me." You guys should look that one up for sure.
Excuse Me. You definitely want to check that out. But also, I'm a rock and roll guy. There's a lot of Led Zeppelin I think of when we're working on stuff. because it's not just about rocking. It's about being tasteful, right? And it's like a nice tasteful thing can be pretty complex or fun or interesting and move the story along. So a lot of times I think when we're arranging stuff, the story is always the forefront, but we're always trying to push the instrumental stuff to like reinforce the story hard,
Absolutely. So, speaking of what's on the horizon, what's next? What are you guys gearing up for?
Well, we just pretty much finished album 4, coming out early spring. We're hoping. Almost done mixing it right now. Going to send it off to mastering. Got just some bangers, man. Y'all are going to love it. Very excited about that. We got a bunch of opening dates around here that we're doing. We're opening up for a bunch of dates for Midland. What else we got, brother?
Lee Bryce.
Yep.
A couple dates with Lee Bryce coming up. Some Charles Wesley Godwin dates coming up in the fall. We're doing one this coming weekend and then some more later.
Red Rocks opening up for Flatland.
Yeah, with
Randy Rogers.
We got a date we're doing with Stoney LaRue and Josh Abbott. That's going to be a fun time. More people we don't get to see too often,
Let me tell you, you guys like playing Oklahoma. Stoney LaRue is a staple around
Yeah.
here. He will
Yeah.
teach
We
you
know.
everything you know around here.
We know.
He's the man.
We're going to be in the campgrounds later talking about that Oklahoma breakdown. So I
sure.
tell you guys what, before I let you all go, I know you guys got a busy night. Before I let you all go, I like to give everybody the opportunity to directly address their fans, the people who watched you today, the people who are loading you into their playlist. Guys, the stage is yours.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, we couldn't do what we do if we didn't have people who really live and breathe music. And I think of music as a language that everybody understands, but not everybody can speak. And so I really think we've got fans that are just as dialed into the music as we are, even if they can't play or sing. They talk to us about every little nuance of the harmonies or of the rhythm or how tight we are. And so fans that dig that kind of stuff, we make music that we think is cool, and we do the kind of stuff that we dig. And if our fans are hearing that same thing and they dig that same type of thing, those are the people that really keep us going and allow us to do what we do. We have a fan part of our website where you can subscribe, get our music as we create it, and we take that subscription money, and that's our recording budget. So that keeps us independent. So it's all about the fans for us.
Yeah, we love you, fans.
We love you.
We love you.
I can't finish that up with anything else. I appreciate you guys for joining me so
Absolutely.
much.
Thanks for having us, Adam.
Once again, folks, I'm Adam, the host with the Locks That Rocks. This is the official podcast of Born and Raised Country Music Festival. Until next time, rock.